Hey guys, welcome back to my parents' kitchen. As you may or may not know, my dad has over a dozen beautiful burgers on his channel. Well, today we're combining a couple things I learned along the way and we're making my own bacon burger. In my opinion, there are three main pillars of a great burger: the meat, the bun, and the cheese. Here is what we need. Our first main ingredient is our hanger steak, about 400 grams. We are making a bacon burger, of course, so I have bacon, 5 thick slices for 400 grams of meat. Not only is it bacon, but it's smoked with maple syrup. Moving on, we have our cheese, aged cheddar, our bread, picked up from my local bakery. A bread recipe is on the way, don't worry. For our garniture, it's up to you. I'm making a spicy mayo and lettuce and an onion. Not a whole onion, only a couple slices. For your lettuce, up to you yet again. Romaine, iceberg. Personally, I'm using iceberg. It's gonna give a nice crunch to our burger. For our mayonnaise, we need an egg, vegetable oil. This one is peanut oil, Dijon mustard, half a shot of vinegar, and of course salt and pepper to taste. I stole some cognac from my dad to flambe our burgers after, but that'll be our secret. Before starting any prep, let's make some room. For our spicy mayo, we need our egg. Grab it. We'll need half a shot of vinegar, mustard, only 1 spoonful of mustard, salt and pepper. We'll start with salt. We'll need our hand mixer, dive, and go. Our ingredients are pre-mixed. Now we'll need our oil. Vegetable oil, let's go. And there we have it. The machine can go back home. Take it out. And let's go wash up. Let's investigate the consistency of our mayonnaise. Great texture for our burger. Our homemade 20-second mayonnaise, perfect. And our mayonnaise to the fridge. Continuing on with our prep, onion on the table. Onion cut into small slices. I'm gonna cut my onion into bowl and reserve. Last piece of prep, our lettuce, iceberg on the table. Should be enough. Our lettuce to the side. And now the fun part, let's move on to our meat. Before we can grind our meat, we need to pre-cut our meat because it's not gonna fit in the machine. For our steak, we'll cut it in half and then in small chunks. A lot of people ask why I put a chopping board on top of a chopping board. Well, it's easier to clean a small chopping board than a big chopping board. So small chopping board and knife will go back to the sink. And now let's move on to the grind. Both front and center, meat, and we'll start our machine. Start with some of your steak, and the grind never stops. Gently push through the machine. One more piece. It's one thing to have bacon on your burger, but now let's put bacon in the meat. Like that we have double bacon. So after our first 2 pieces of hanging tenderloin, piece of bacon in the machine. And press. Going back and forth with bacon and hanger steak, and we'll finish off with steak. Scrape any remaining steak off the machine. Unscrew the machine, and we're done. You may be asking yourself, what am I gonna do with the bacon that's left? Well, I'm gonna cook it up in the pan later, and then I'll have bacon inside my beef patty and on top of my beef patty. So a double bacon burger. And now, salt and pepper. Because we put bacon inside our ground beef, we do not need salt, so already salty enough like my ex. We'll get our pepper, put about 2 grams of pepper. There we go. And now we mix. Make sure you have clean hands doing this operation. Mix and crush. As my father would say, tourne et retourne. Starting to get a nice even consistency, mixing in our bacon with our hanger steak. The reason we put bacon with the hanger steak is because hanger steak is very lean. So the bacon helps bring the meat together so it sticks into a nice big ball and our meat won't break apart when we're cooking it. Bring it all together. And now I'm gonna go clean my hands and we're gonna portion our burgers. Let's go. My hands are nice and clean. Now let's portion our burgers. Ice cream scoop, meat. If you don't have an ice cream scoop, don't worry, just do it by hand. Get our nice even portions. 1, 2, make sure no one's left behind, no waste, and 3. Let's clean everything up and move on to the next step. To make sure our meat does not break apart when we're cooking it, I'm gonna roll our portioned pieces. So the meat does not stick on my hands. A little bit of water to humidify my hands. Grab our ground beef, make sure it's nice and round, sticks together nicely. One done, rehumidify, and let's go. And we're done. Chopping board came back clean. Grab our ground beef, crush it, and portion. First one done. Crush, equalize, recrush, and done. Bring it all together, recrush, and done. I'll put my patties in the fridge to keep them cool, and we'll move on to our bacon. And now to cook our bacon, we'll need a pan. We have our pan, now let's add our bacon. The heat is off for now. We want our bacon fat to melt progressively, slowly, not too quickly. Heat on medium, and the plate can go. My bacon's starting to make some noise. I'm gonna flip it over, and I'll wait another 20 to 30 seconds. I'm looking for a nice crispy bacon. It's gonna add more texture to our burger. After another 30 seconds, we'll flip our bacon. It's starting to become crispy. We're getting a lot of fat. It's perfect. We'll keep this fat to cook our burgers after. Shake and bake, and equalize. We'll turn one last time. It's to my liking. Now we'll reserve. Heat off for now. I'll cover my bacon to keep it nice and warm. I'll bring the patties out of the fridge, heat back on high, and we'll add our patties to the fat. Shake and bake, and we'll wait about 30 to 45 seconds. After about 30 to 45 seconds, we want to turn our patties. Grab it and turn it away from you. And wait another 30 to 45 seconds. Shake and bake, and now let's wait. A little bit of cognac. Shake and bake. The flame's gone, now cheese. One here, one there, one everywhere. And a second one. Heat off and cover so the cheese has time to melt. At this point, let's move on to our bread. Put my oven on to broil. Pizza tray. I'm only making 2 burgers right now, and our bread will go in the oven. After about 25 seconds, our bread should be done. Bread on the table, making 2 at the same time. We'll grab our bacon, 2 each. Bacon cut in 2. Our mayo came back from the fridge. 1 on the bottom, 1 on top. Spread evenly so the juices from our patties don't go into the bread and make it too soggy too fast. We'll put a small layer of lettuce. Moving on to our patties. The cheese is nicely melted. We'll grab one randomly over the first one, and the second one like this. At this point, some onions. As I said before, garniture is your choice. A little bit more over here. Bacon, we can be generous. And the tops on top. So here is the end result. Nice and fluffy buns. The cheese is melted perfectly. Now we'll see what's inside. Here we have it. A nice medium rare steak. The cheese is perfectly melted. The lettuce is keeping the juices from the bottom of the bun. And now let's carefully plate our end product. Grab our burger in the middle, and there we have it, our bacon burger. Our bacon burger is done. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It wasn't quite my dad's recipe to the book. It was my own version of it. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you guys in our next video. See ya. Bye.